which is a mechanical structure that allows workers with disabilities to stuff and unstuff envelopes easily. So when we did the patent and trademark research, we found that our name, ENVOPP, had no trademarks on it, so we were okay to move on with that. And then with our design, for patents, we found that any products that were remotely similar to ours, they all had patents that expired in the 1970s, and so that let us know that our invention was okay to make. The ENVOPP, it costs less than $10, so we figured that we would sell it for around $30, because compared to other office supply products that are out there on the market right now, $30 seemed about the right price range for our type of product. So our target audience for customers would be Eggleston and other companies alike who hire workers with disabilities, regular offices, and also normal people who want to use it as for their own personal use. For the ENVOPP, our market competitors would be Martin Yale, DocuGym, and Omation OPEX. They sell products sort of similar to ours, but theirs damages the envelope, so ours does not do that. And also, theirs also affordable, ours is affordable too, but ours is easy to use and handheld.
Imagine going to work every morning and you're so frustrated having to try and open envelopes. Many workers today have problems on a day-to-day basis opening envelopes, especially those with physical disabilities. This is the problem that we as a group aim to solve. So for our research on the problem, we looked at a number of videos where there were disabled workers doing day-to-day jobs like sorting, scanning, pulling out staples. And that's where we got the idea from, that people have problems opening envelopes, especially those with physical disabilities. So our group came up with 3 solutions to the problem. Design number 1 was our tabletop design, where we would open envelopes with a scissors mechanism, where they would push a lever after pushing the envelope onto the product, and the lever would open the envelope. The second design was a larger version to that, where we also have a foot pedal mechanism, where that foot pedal will also help to open up the product in the same way. The final and third design was a much more expensive design, where we use a blow dry mechanism to blow a gush of air into the envelope, therefore opening the envelope.
Okay, so here we have a design matrix that basically evaluates all of our designs and checks for its feasibility. We have design 1, 2, and 3. Design 1 is a tabletop model of an envelope opening product where you use basically your hands only. Design 2 is a stand-alone model that's you can use it with your foot or you can use it with your hand as well. Design 3 is basically a wind-blowing model that just shoots a gust of air to open up the envelope. The cost of all of the designs were pretty expensive, except for design 1, the tabletop model. It was significantly cheaper because there were less materials used. With respect to safety, the safest one was the wind-blowing model because there were no open parts that could poke or damage someone. Design 1 had minimal impact on the environment because it used less materials. Design 3, the air-blowing model, that used a lot of energy and was therefore bad for the environment. The aesthetics of design 1 was similarly on par with design 2 because it was just a larger model. Overall, I think design 3 looked better. The total for each of the models was 17, 16, 10 in that order, which meant that the tabletop model was the best out of all of them.
Thanks for watching our presentation on our product, the ENVOPP.